Hey sports fans, welcome to the Ballers Club Prez Show. Today is November 3rd, 2024, and I went shopping and we have all these ketchup chips to try. We got the heavy hitters, we got the upper echelon store brands, we got the low end store brands, and we're going to try them all, head-to-head taste test, and take you along. Stay tuned. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to start opening our chips up. We're going to do some scoring at the end. So we're going to, we're going to be able to try everything first before we start attempting to score. So we're going to start with the two, kind of the ones that started it all. The Old Dutch ketchup and then the Lay's ketchup. These are kind of the original gangsters of the ketchup chip thing. So Old Dutch, this was the very first ketchup chip I ever had, and that's what converted me when I was about 4 years old to ketchup being my favorite flavor. And this is the twin pack that they always come in. So if you're not from Canada and you have instructions to bring back ketchup chips, this is kind of like the classic. This is the main one. So here we go. We have our Old Dutch plate, and here's what they look like. This takes me back. I haven't had Old Dutch chips for, I don't know, probably a year or so. When I buy chips, it's generally going to be ketchup chips is what I get. But, I was actually going to comment that I don't think they put the same amount of ketchup seasoning on the twin packs and the big bags as they did on like the little bags, the 32-gram bags. I don't know, but I kind of take that back. These look about right. These look about what I remember when I was a kid. So yeah, there's I don't know. They always look way ketchupier in the bag. Maybe when I was a kid, anecdotally, maybe there was some more seasoning on them, but yeah, not bad. Pretty much what I expect, from Old Dutch ketchup chips. It's pretty much the classic taste. So, moving right along, Lay's. This was the other popular one when I was a kid. I never liked Lay's as much. They're kind of a milder taste. They were never seasoned as heavily as Old Dutch. But here we go. Here are the Lay's. Ooh, look at this one. Nice and ketchupy. Totally different taste, but still very good. Ariane, why don't you have some chips? Here, give me the camera for a sec. All right.
I'll try this.
You're having Old Dutch? Mm-hmm. All right. What are you thinking?
I think that one better.
No, okay. Well, we still have 10 more. Up next, Great Value Regular. So Great Value Regular would be these ones right here. So these chips are, I think, the cheapest out of all of these. Most of these are in and around $3 Canadian a bag. You might have to take advantage of some buy multiple deals in order to get that, but generally, or if they're on sale or something, they're generally around $3 a bag. The store brands, even the fancier store brands, were a little less. These Great Value, regular Great Value ones, not the extreme that are coming up, I think were the cheapest. These were $1.37 Canadian for this bag of chips. This is a 200-gram bag, same as all the other ones. They're all 200 grams, or some might be 235 or 225. But anyways, we're not going to turn this into a pricing discussion because, listen, it's poison in a bag. It's cheap, but it does taste good. Uh-oh.
They differ in colors.
So here is a Great Value regular kind. I mean, ketchup flavor, but they're low tier. I mean, listen, they're not great comparatively to the Lay's and the Old Dutch. I think this is acceptable for maybe a children's birthday party up until about the ages of 8. These are not good chips. These are great value ketchup. Yeah, you're not really doing yourself any favors buying these unless you're just bringing them to a picnic or something on a day you know it's going to rain, you know, and they're going to get destroyed anyways. So anyways, next up, Old Dutch Ridgies. So the big chip brands, Old Dutch and Lay's, and then also all the store brands have 2 tiers. So the Old Dutch Classic that we had first, well, there's an upgrade to that. It's the Old Dutch Ridgies, so they put extra ketchup seasoning on these, and they use a more stout, sturdy potato chip to start with. These are quite good. These ones were 2 for $6 for a bag. And here's what they look like. Ooh. Oh yeah. Here again. You know what? How was it compared to okay. If we were to compare an Old Dutch Ridgies to an Old Dutch Classic, yeah, there is a lot more ketchup flavoring on them. The better chip, the little, the thicker chip with the ruffles and stuff, nice upgrade. It's not that real thin, real crispy chip. These are crispy, but they're thick, you know. The Ridgies should obsolete the Old Dutch Classic. Old Dutch Classic doesn't need to exist anymore. There's something better. It's still an Old Dutch. It's still the Old Dutch taste. If you have relatives in Texas or something and you're sending them down ketchup chips, do them a favor. Send them these. Don't send them the Old Dutch Classic. Old Dutch Classic, we've all moved on. It's 2024. The Ridgies is the chip of the future for the Old Dutch brand, but we still have plenty more chips, so let's keep going. Okay, next up, Munchies. So that would be these. Now these are the only chips, the only ketchup chips on this table I've actually not tried before. Or I've tried the Hostess Munchies brand, but I tried them sometime in about 1990. So interesting story about this Hostess Munchies brand of chips. So they actually just brought these back this year. I think actually only about last month. The Hostess killed the Munchies brand or line, I think in 1989. So I barely remember like these 3 characters, the Munchies guys, being on a bag of chips as a child. And now they're back just as of this year. So I'm kind of excited to try these. The picture on the bag doesn't make it look like a very good ketchup chip, but you know, who cares? We're trying them. Here we go. They looks wise, they don't look fantastic. They're orange. This is a weird taste. This is unusual tasting. They don't taste very much like ketchup chips. These are tangy ketchup. Okay, I don't think that should change the flavor. The fact that they technically do put tangy on the bag. I don't know. Marianne, try it. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really taste like a ketchup chip to me. It's not what I'm used to. Maybe they're redefining. I don't know. It tastes more like a hot dog with some ketchup on it. It's hard to explain. What do you think?
It's kind of sweet in the end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. So that's the Munchies. They are unusual. It's not a very normal representation of ketchup chips. So here we go. Next up. Next chip we have PC loads of. Ooh, this is gonna be good. So, President's Choice. This is one of the store brands. Now, the actual stores that these get sold by are in Manitoba here, it's Superstore and No Frills, but I think on the East Coast they go by Loblaws and stuff. I'll put right here somewhere what all the different stores that this brand is sold under. So it's basically the Loblaws parent brand. For some reason, they're kind of a hated grocery store chain. I don't know exactly why. I don't shop there myself generally, but their ketchup chips are very, very good. I will tell you that. And this is their upper tier, the loads of. So here we go. Oh man, look at these. Look at how red those are. Are these the reddest ketchup chips so far? The President's Choice loads up? I think they are. Let's see how much ass these kick. Oh. Now this is a different kind of taste. I mean, from all these other ones, well, especially the Munchies. Munchies taste different than everything. This is more of a sour ketchup almost. Not sour. Maybe sour. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like the taste of choke cherry jam or something. It's got kind of this weird sort of sour note to it. The ripples on these chips are they're not the finer ripples. They're these bigger ones. Again, very stout chip. Tons of the red. Very, very good. President's Choice. They got someone over there that knows how to make a ketchup chip. I'll tell you that. These are awesome. It's got that, this kind of tastes like a Lay's, the ketchup flavoring. Anytime I see the seasoning that's about this color, or I guess that is a different color. This is a Lay's in my hand. I don't know. Oh yeah. Might be the same color, but totally different taste seasoning. Anyways, PC loads up. Very good chips. Next up, we have the No Name. So, also from the same stores that sell the President's Choice, the lower tier brand that they house brand of theirs is usually No Name. So, No Name, lower tier, President's Choice, upper tier, but they're both the house brand of those Loblaw stores. Let's see. So this is their plain chip. You could tell already from the picture on the bag, yeah, that these are kind of just those thin, crispy chips. They don't have the ripples in them. Spilled them everywhere. You know what? I don't like them. They have a kind of a sour taste. They almost remind me of a salt and vinegar chip. They have like something reminiscent of a less strong, a milder salt and vinegar flavor to them. Not very good. I don't like that kind of taste, whatever that is. Is it the same kind of flavoring but less of on the... You know what's interesting? No Name and President's Choice are the same chips, or same brand, we'll say. You know, there's this, call them different things. One's higher end. It's like they're all General Motors. I can't tell if they're using the same ketchup seasoning between the chips. It almost tastes like no. I don't think this is the heavier seasoned version of this chip. I think they're actually different. Anyways, that's kind of anecdotal. I actually don't know, but that's kind of how it tastes to me. So the No Name, the plain regular ones, again, probably okay if you're buying chips for like a 7-year-old's birthday party or something, and it's just going to be kids, you know, eating them. But if you're an adult, you should be able to do a lot better than the No Name. So, not recommended. Okay, sports fans. Next up, the Compliments. So this is the store brand carried by Sobeys and Safeway here in Canada. So Compliments brand, and this is the extra meaning this is their high-end chip with the extra seasoning. These chips are very good, I already know that, but I've never tried them with every other chip on the table, so here we go. Oh, look at how red those are. Oh, look at that one. Look at how red that is. These chips kick ass. These were my very first foray into the upper tier store brand chips. I don't know. They may have been first out with these extra. They may have been before the Great Value Extreme and the President's Choice loads of. But here, we're going to try this one first. Look at that chip. That is heavy duty seasoning. Great chips. For as strong as they look, and don't get me wrong, I think if you ate a bag of them, your mouth would be feeling like it's cut up to shreds on the inside. As strong as they look, they're not, I don't think they're the strongest tasting chip we have here. Very good. These are awesome. I don't know. Maybe these are going to be the best. We'll see. We'll see when we have them all out, but this is a great chip. The compliments extra. Oh, Ariane, you want to try?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what we always have?
Yeah, that's the one we buy usually. Now that I know about the PC loads of, I do buy those. But usually we end up at Toby's, so we get these. Oh, man, those are good chips. Oh. If you're sending ketchup chips to someone that appreciates them, that's not in Canada, this is a good one to send. These chips rule. Oh. Anyways, we still have more to try here, so let's keep going. Okay, sports fans, next up, the Co-op brand potato chips. So by the way, I got the ketchup chips that are available in Manitoba at all the main grocery stores. So that's like, you know, the Superstore / No Frills, the Loblaw stores, Safeway Sobeys for the Compliments brand, Walmart for Great Value, and then there's another store around here called Co-op. I don't really shop at Co-op, but anyways, here's their chips. So we included them. I think they only have the one tier for their store brand. And, okay, well, these look weak AF. Yeah.
Yeah.
They honestly, you wouldn't even know they're ketchup chips. A hint. You know what, though? Where's the Lay's? Is it Lay's taste? I think it tastes similar to Lay's, just really weak. If you like Lay's ketchup chips, but you're like, oh, all this ketchup seasoning, what do I do? And you've tried washing them in the sink, bringing them in the shower with you, you could probably eat these. These Co-op Gold ketchup chips. It tastes like Lay's seasoning. It's just very weak. Maybe they have something that, like on the process, you know, on the assembly line as the chips are going down on the conveyor belt, maybe it looks at the chips and the ones that have too little seasoning go in the Co-op Gold bag. Not very good. Children's birthday party, sure. Picnic where it's expected to rain, sure. Anywhere else, nah. Not recommended. Next up, Lay's Wavy. All right. These will be good. So Lay's Wavy. Lay's Wavy is the higher end Lay's brand. So that's kind of like the Old Dutch Ridgies. So they should have more seasoning, and it's also going to be on one of those little ruffled, stronger, thicker potato chips, not those real thin, crispy chips. So I'm trying to think if I've had these before. If I did, I don't remember. Very good. Actually, not bad at all. Here I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are good. Lay's wavy. Yeah. No problem. Not weak like regular Lay's. I don't even know. Once again, I don't know between a Lay's Classic and a Lay's Wavy if it's even the same ketchup. Like, it doesn't look to be the same color. I don't think this color is a higher concentration of this. So, I don't think it's the same ketchup even. Doesn't really taste like it. Yeah, it is a similar taste. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're both good. The thing is, any one of these chips on their own, they're still ketchup chips at the end of the day. They're going to be good. They're better than the other flavors, let's face it. But anyways, moving right along. Okay, sports fans, next up, Compliments Regular. So we already had the Compliments Extra. That was a high-end Compliments chip. Now we're going to have the low-end Compliments chip. And I believe, Ariane, you bought the Compliments chips. Were these the same price as the Extra? Like, this was almost $3, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Compliments, you're not getting a deal if you buy their cheaper chip. Well, here we go. Here's what they look like. Whoops. So they look pretty much the same as all the other, I'll eat the one from the floor, I guess.
I'll be back in
Oh, okay. Well, it's not a good tasting chip. It's very weak flavored seasoning. The chip is more substantial than the other chips that look similar. Like, I don't know which one this is, a Co-op. And for instance, the No Name. These chips, these Compliment ones that look like these other, the non-ridgy chips, ruffled chips, these are harder and crunchier. I think they're actually thicker. So they are a more substantial chip than the other ones that look similar. So compliments, these ones are more expensive than like the low-end store brand, from the other stores, but a little more substantial. Doesn't taste great. Not good at all, actually. Again, the same place with those other low-tier store brands. Just for anyone who doesn't appreciate the difference, that's what it comes down to. They stink. Last one up, Great Value Extreme. So these are pretty good chips from what I can recall. This is the upper tier Walmart brand. And again, it's on the stronger ruffle chip, has more seasoning. And here's what they look like. Look pretty similar to the, I don't know, looks similar to all of them, actually. All the other ones that look like this. Great value, very good chip. The actual chip base itself has more of a taste to it that is noticeable than all the other chips. Like if these were regular chips, for instance, you would kind of notice that sort of chip taste they have to them. So the chips taste like chips. Okay, good. Well, it's something underneath the ketchup seasoning. Very good chips, actually. I thought with all the other chips on the table, I wasn't going to love the Great Value ones as much. With all the other chips on the table, I like them. Great Value is good. Okay, sports fans. Well, we're going to get to the ranking of our ketchup chips here. So, first thing, we can pretty much eliminate right off the bat any of the lower tier store brands. So, Co-op Gold, that was their only tier. That was probably the worst one here. I think this was the weakest chip. It honestly just tasted like a regular chip. It didn't even taste like a ketchup chip. The No Name, they're about as bad. So No Name, the Compliments, the Great Value Regular, these 4 chips, these are terrible. You never ever want to buy these unless you absolutely don't care about the people you're buying them for. They stink. So those ones, pretty bad. I hate to say this. Well, actually, Munchies, I would say, are the next up. Just because they're pretty weak tasting. It's a different ketchup taste altogether. It doesn't taste like a regular ketchup chip. I don't know what it tastes like. It's something else, but it doesn't taste like ketchup chips. So Munchies and Old Dutch Classic. Sorry, Old Dutch Classic. With all these other chips on the table, they're not that good anymore. And I don't even know if it's the same taste as when I was a kid or not. It might not be. They may have been better then. I have a feeling they were. Lay's Classic. You know, I'm putting them above Old Dutch Classic, but it kind of comes down to a matter of taste. It's like Ford versus Chevy, Husqvarna versus Still. It's just, which one do you like better? They're both kind of equals. They're just, you know, I put the Lay's ahead because, I don't know, this bag of Lay's seemed better than this bag of Old Dutch. So now, what we have left are the higher end, the upper echelon of the ketchup chips. Great Value Extreme, Compliments Extra, Lay's Wavy, PC loads of, Old Dutch Ridgies. So I would say Lay's Wavy and Old Dutch Ridgies, I don't know, didn't love them. I think the 3 store brands are better. And from the 3 store brands, I think my very favorite is Compliments Extra. And then I think my next favorite would be the PC loads of, followed by the Great Value Extreme. By the way, within these 3, I don't put a lot of, you know, one might be higher on another day. But this is just kind of what I was feeling today. I think the Compliments Extra are the best ketchup chip that I guess is sold, because I just bought them all and here they are. Also, for the purposes of this comparison, we didn't really do like baked chips or, you know, like corn chips or something. I don't even know if there is a ketchup corn chip at the moment. And, you know, like kettle chips like Miss Vicky's and stuff like that. We don't care about that nonsense. This is just regular potato chips. That's what we're doing here. And Compliments Extra. Compliments to the chef. These are damn good ketchup chips. PC loads of. Great contender for second place. Maybe sometimes even first place. Great Value Extreme. It's really hard to pick a winner out of these. They're all so good. The Compliments definitely wins the looks award. Definitely the reddest chips here, but they're not as strong as they look. I don't know. Maybe PC loads of should have won. They're a different tasting chip. Both very, very good. Okay, sports fans. So there you have it. That's my ranking of the ketchup chips in 2024. This is pretty much all the brands I could find. Yeah, the top tier store brands I think are better than the OG brands. The Lay's Wavy and the Old Dutch. The Old Dutch Ridgies. Holy moly, I forgot what those ones were called. And then all these low-end store brand ones and all the regular, you know, the real classic, the Old Dutch and the Lay's regular. I wouldn't even waste my time with all these fancier ones on the market. In all honesty, whether you go to one of the Loblaw stores like a No Frills or a Superstore or Safeway, Sobeys or Walmart, their store brand ketchup chips, their higher end ones, are going to be better than anything else you're going to get, in my opinion. So anyways, Ballers Club Prez, signing off.